Adair, you were a military man. Ever consider making a career of it?
I did for a while. Then I heard you could make money shoveling pig shit, and thought that sounded better.
Well, at least it would get you out of the deerwood. Scenic marches and campfire feasts, like the good old days on the Valian front. You got any memories like that, Adair?
Well, let's see. Sometimes we'd march 2-3 days without sleep. Start seeing things that weren't there.
Nice thing about mercenary work is you can always quit. And then you hit your own father?
Not I, that was Isilmir.
Yeah, but you're the same person.
Fine cock's feathers to that!
I see your point.
Old leaf brandy. Isn't that a tad expensive for a mercenary's wages?
It is if you pay in silver. I paid in steel.
That's the most senseless act of...
I traded a very nice dagger for it. What kind of bloodthirsty lunatic do you think I am?
One with exquisite taste.
So, if our watcher hadn't come along, you would have let those drunks carve you a new nose.
I was softening them up.
When trouble boils over, it's boots or blade, Aloth.
I was sure you'd consider booze an acceptable option.
Come to find, there's no ambush. The troops were arguing over the bounty.
Sounds like my kids.
You haven't seen them in what, 5 years? You must be eager to get home.
Yeah, although 5 years doesn't sound that long compared to 30.
Has it been that long? When do you think you'll venture out again?
I'll stay home for a season after my return, but then I'll rejoin the hunts.
And then you'll embark on another journey, like this one.
Not in this lifetime.
You all sure have a lot of traditions.
In Masuk, it's our connection to our past that keeps us going.
I'll say, it's kept you going for 5 years.
And yours has kept you running for 30.
I'm gonna look at this thing over here. You've come a long way to find someone who's been dead so long. You think Persock will remember you?
The important thing is sharing what the village remembers. Who he was, what he did.
Ever think he's happier not knowing?
That's not for him or me to decide.
Carrick, you remind me of an old lover of mine.
Is it my violent urges or my heart of brass?
It's your hands. Oh, Esma's were lovely, but always so cold. Killed the mood, if you know what I mean. Ever think you'd be happier if you put the destruction of your village behind you?
Gotta hold on to what I can. Memory's the one thing Galvino didn't take from me.
Maybe that's what's driving you crazy.
Hey, this kind of crazy takes work.
Your tribe cast you out? The Autumn Stelgar sounds like a real boon.
It is! Beautiful fall colors in its coat. The hairballs alone are breathtaking.
They were probably jealous. I've met a few of your kind, but you're nothing like I expected.
Really? And what exactly were you expecting? Savage animal-like behaviors? Maybe that I would just talk in growling noises?
I was talking about you being a follower of Gallowayne.
Can I just finish my rant, please? It's hard to stop midway through.
All that time fighting upon the sea. Oh, you must have some great stories.
The rotgut and cannon blasts knocked most of them out of my head. Those were good days.
You ought to meet my sister. Where in Rawatai are you from, anyway?
Little coastal town. Definitely no cannons or rotgut there.
So, Maneha, I just... You handle yourself very well on the field.
Why, wait. Are you flirting with me?
I know I'm a little young, but I've always been a quick study.
And I've always preferred women.
Did you see that dwarven woman? Oh, hips like a church bell.
Now you want me to be that friend? I can't help you with women, Kana.
As you like. She was making eyes at you the whole time, so I thought...
Maybe just point her out, next time you see her.
They finished the Gate of Great Teeth, you know.
Never seen it. That was after my time.
Really? Maybe you ought to visit. A lot has changed since then.
Yeah, and not just in Rawatai. Anyone ever tell you that you have the best accent?
No, I mean, some have. Men. Foolish praise in any case. It's just an ordinary Valian accent.
Come on, say it one more time. Please?
Shodari. Tonderiach. Becente kumane nishomenet.
Palagina, I've kneecapped people who are nicer to me than these brothers of yours.
There's no point to staying mad at them. Besides, I serve the dukes. They appreciate me, even if the brothers don't.
Any merc company would execute half its foot soldiers to have you.
Well, if the dukes ever tire of my service, at least I know I have options.
Wow. So it doesn't even bother you that most of your people died.
The Nalpaska learned to embrace death.
And the remaining few were enslaved?
As long as the spirit is free, bonds of the flesh do us no harm.
You've got to tell me how you do it.
I will show you. Come, let us find a mass grave to sleep in.
Can't understand why everyone else is bundled up. It gets hot as soon as the sun rises.
We could burn their clothes in the night to open their minds. They would thank us in time.
Andras Tides, Durance, you crack me up.
There's no joke to be had, Amawa. Only the observations of a humble missionary.
Oh, tell me the one about Magrin again. I love that joke.
Simply because I have business with that whore does not mean I care to discuss it.
How do you make your face get so red?
I would not expect some sea wench worshipping sea wench to understand.
You still upset about building a god-killing bomb?
On that fickle whore's orders.
You go digging through fire, you're gonna get burned.